But in terms of connecting our own history, American history, and the myths that we have about it, plus what's happening today, and he talks, I've noticed young people who listen closely, and old folks that do, and he kind of crosses generations.
Basically, I have to say that I am kind of a shy person, so it takes me a little bit to get I know you may not believe that, but I actually am shy. I finally got it together to write my memoirs, which is this book, Blood on the Tracks. It's a psychohistorical memoir of my journey, weaving in all of my experiences and my political understandings with my personal unfolding. Took me a number of years to write this. It's got 536 endnotes, which makes it a very different kind of a memoir, and a complete index because it's a history book. It's about. So I grew up in a very small farming community in upstate New York. I grew up in the McCarthy era. I grew up in rural America where everybody hated communists, and J. Edgar Hoover was everybody's hero, and so was Joseph McCarthy, the senator. Everybody was pretty racist. Everybody I knew hated Jews. Even Italians were Dagos. You know, when I came back from Vietnam, I said to my family, I said, I don't really believe in your church or your state. I got to start over again. I really have to kind of rediscover something about life that means something to me. And my parents never got over that. When my dad was dying in a nursing home, I visited him. I was not living anywhere near him, but I went to visit him across the country, and I learned what my father thought of me when he introduced me to his nurse. He said, I want you to meet my youngest son, Brian. And this is what he said. He said, would you believe my son was a captain in the Air Force and a lawyer? I was waiting, and he didn't say any more, and I thought maybe the nurse was going to ask, because I had a baseball hat on with long hair, I had a flannel shirt, sweatpants, and these legs sticking out from the bottom of my sweatpants, thinking she would ask me something more. And it was kind of depressing, actually. My dad described me in the only way that he could be proud, which did not explain his son. And all I then said when there was silence, I said, well, I'm not a captain in the Air Force now, and I'm not a lawyer now. Hoping she would ask, well, what are you doing now? Of course, I didn't have a neat answer for even that. You know, the activist journey is not necessarily neatly defined.